The parents who gave birth to her abandoned her in childhood, and the aunt who raised her now considered her a burden and left her with her grandfather before walking away. But the hard-hearted grandfather outright refused to accept her and shut the door in her face. That night, poor Heidi had to sleep in the goat pen. The next morning, her grandfather fed her goat's milk, and 3 days later, when it was time to send her away, he stopped her. Heidi's innocence was slowly melting his heart. Soon, she befriended Peter, the goat herder, and in the open mountain air, she found the greatest joy of her life. Her grandfather had grown to love her too, crafting a new chair for her with his own hands. But their happiness wasn't destined to last long. One day, that same aunt returned and deceitfully took Heidi away, handing her over to a wealthy household to be a companion to the disabled girl Clara. The free bird of the mountains was now caged in a golden prison. Here, she had to live by strict rules, and every moment she longed for her grandfather and the mountains. She would steal soft rolls from the table each day, stuffing them into her pockets to take back for Peter's blind grandmother, who struggled to chew hard bread. The memories of the mountains tormented her so much that she began sleepwalking and trying to open the house door. The doctor warned that if she wasn't sent back home, her condition would worsen. Hearing this, Clara was heartbroken, but her father decided to send Heidi home. Years later, when Heidi returned to her world, she ran and clung to her grandfather. Heidi had finally come home. She learned to read and write, starting to send letters to Clara. One day, she invited Clara to visit her mountains. Heidi was overjoyed at Clara's arrival, but Peter grew jealous because now Heidi no longer went goat herding with him. In a fit of anger one day, Peter pushed Clara's wheelchair down the hillside, shattering it and leaving Clara completely helpless. Heidi kept encouraging her, and one day as Clara sat among the flowers, a butterfly landed on her foot. To catch it, Clara extended her leg, and for the first time in years, she stood on her own feet. The fresh mountain air and Heidi's friendship had performed the miracle that the city's top doctors couldn't achieve. When Clara's father and grandmother came to take her, seeing their daughter walking brought tears to their eyes. As they left, Clara's grandmother gave Heidi a blank notebook and said, "If something brings you joy, do it, even if the whole world mocks you." Heidi had always wanted to be a storyteller, and that day she began writing her first story in her life.